What's up, basement dwellers? Welcome to another edition of the Jersey Phanatics as we return for our weekly cadence because the Phillies season has returned. Kinda. I was joined by always Mr. Erik Barrezo.
Hi.
And I'm Chris the Dace Man Dace, and we're going to talk all things Phillies 2026 and how they're ass. So, first series is in the book. Everybody played really well in the World Baseball Classic, but got here and decided, hey, not ready yet. It's too cold on one of the days.
Somebody should have told Nola that he's still pitching for Italy, and somebody should have told
Taiwan to stay in Mexico.
Walker that he's pitching for Mexico, and that he's still in spring training, because spring training he was like the ace of the staff. Like, he was the best pitcher out of our whole entire pitchers, including Chris Sánchez in spring training.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
In Nola's defense, he was still pitching like an Italian, throwing meatballs out there. And they gave 2 home runs. So that's what they lost by. So
yeah, wasn't great.
Let's talk about good news. Opening day was fantastic, and Cristopher Sánchez proved why he should have been the opening day starter, given that Mr. Wheeler is in Lehigh Valley right now. I was at opening day. It was the best opening day I've been to, temperature-wise, maybe ever. It was like 75,
I think that's
degrees.
What they said, that it's like the first time in like 40 years that it was not raining or not shitty weather. So
I went in shorts in March to Citizens Bank Park, that's a huge sign. Beautiful day. Beautiful upgrades to the ballpark. I have not been able to get into the New Era store yet, but the outside facade and the entranceway look phenomenal. They've got a new playground there for the kids, which Sunday caused me not to see a single fucking pitch of baseball. But it's nice to, the ballpark, I think, is better with fans now than it's been over the last couple years.
Because it's sponsored by everyone everywhere. And you keep saying that the ballpark is amazing, and I couldn't wait to say that, because it's sponsored by everything everywhere, and they keep getting rid of nostalgia, and they keep on getting rid of all sorts of shit. Like, on the scoreboard, they have a 50-foot scoreboard by 50 foot.
Yeah.
And what do? They literally have a sponsor in every little part of it, and that got rid of how fast the pitcher was throwing and how many people are on base, which we're not getting on base, so it doesn't really hurt us. So that's a good thing.
With that screen, they essentially just even though they gave it more space, they kept the same screen size of what the old screen used to be, and that just filled in the new part of the screen with digital ads rather than actual billboards.
And I know you said that you didn't really watch the game yesterday, but there was an ad that was behind home plate. It was like this color. I don't know if you can really see it. It's like mint green. Well, every time, who the hell was it? It was a left-hander. That wouldn't be Walker. But every time, maybe it was the day before, but every time he was throwing, you could not see the pitch.
Well, that's to go back to the ball. Like, aside from the awesome upgrades to the fan experience on the concourse, the field has seen a lot of the outer wall has more ads this year than they did the previous year. It's like John Middleton figured out what sponsors were and went,
and he just went nuts. It's kind of like what you did in MLB The Show when you just wanted to make your ballpark look like shit. Like, that's what he's kind of doing, and like he put the numbers vertical to add more ads there. But yeah, this ad that they had behind home plate was probably the dumbest ad they could put there.
That's typically a green screen. So that means they went and chose an ad, because typically behind the home plate, it's a green screen, and they just plug in ads and change it game to game, or whoever buys the block or whatever. So to me, that's more on the person who placed the ad. Like, use a different color.
So and then they got rid of Harry the K's.
Yeah.
And put Ghost Energy.
Yep. Kane Callis was still there opening day, though.
Yeah,
I know
right next to his father.
There's still that weird beef between the organization and the widow right now because of the $20,000 she lost. But
yeah,
chump change to Middleton, but probably significant to anyone else.
I mean, it's probably not chump change anymore if he's going with all these ads, dude.
Does feel like he overbought on our team in this panic. What honestly, all his moves since the winter breaks, he is clearly panicking about not having a season next year. He went and signed. He's extended since we've been gone. He's extended Luzardo. They re-extended Sánchez. Obviously, they signed JT for the third year that they probably didn't want to do. They got Schwarber. They're doing all these extensions.
Every extension.
Like you really think to me, it looks like he's playing to what's going to happen next year.
But what you didn't mention was the worst possible extension that they did, and that's given Thompson an extension.
Well, that'll be broken soon.
Like, it's one of the, I'm probably the number one person that would always call for a manager's head after one series.
When we were the bullies and we were covering all sports, I think you've gotten every Philly manager at one point.
Yeah, and I think I've been right on every single one.
They're not here. They're not here anymore, so you lasted. They didn't.
But for them to be able to run out with the same lineup, to go back to actual baseball talk, to go out with the same lineup and do the same shit. Like you said, opening day was fantastic. It was, pitch well. They didn't really hit well, but they hit enough to win the game. So they did right. And then all of a sudden, you're sitting your starting center fielder Crawford because he's played 2 consecutive games, which was Saturday and Sunday. So he didn't play yesterday because he was a little. Thompson said that he was a little. He didn't want him to do consecutive games like that. Like, dude, he's 22 years old. He's your starting center fielder. Like, what are we doing? Like, why do we have these kids' gloves? And in spring training, he batted .376 against left-handers, and it was a left-hander going yesterday. So all of a sudden, you're going to sit one of your best hitters against left-handers, like just because he's a rookie, dude. Like, play him. Nobody sat back in the olden days, but everyone is sitting now. Like, I don't understand it, and just Thompson's plans for anything just drive me up a wall. Yeah. So just to be able to have him do all these stupid lineup changes, you sat Bryson Stott, you sat Justin Crawford, you put in Marsh, and like he's not a center fielder. He's a left fielder. Like, that's what he is. Like, Crawford is your only center fielder, and he stops doing this left-hander, right-hander bullshit. Just let them sink or swim, and then you can make the decision. Stop using analytics to decide everything.
Especially in the first 4 days.
Yeah.
You're going to come out and do these press conferences and tell us that, the guys are getting started. It's 162 games, blah, 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 blah. Going to use all those excuses. Yet you're already playing these analytics that quick. I get not wanting to sit some of your guys for such an extended period because they'll just never get going. But at the same time, like you said, Justin, right now our best outfielder is that kid, and he proved me wrong because that was the one big fear I had coming into this season of like he's going to come to the big leagues and we're putting way too much pressure on him. He is heads above shoulders better than anyone else in our outfield right now.
Oh, absolutely. He's your center fielder, and he's your center fielder of the future, and you're going to screw him up just like you did Kingery. Like, Kingery should have been one position, but you moved him around. Hopefully, you don't move Crawford. Hopefully, he's your center fielder, and that's it. You don't put him in left field. You don't put him in right field. You don't do any of that bullshit. So hopefully he's there. But, like, then the other thing your favorite move of the whole entire winter was getting Garcia. Like you were the biggest fan of him. I think you already have his jersey. Like it's fantastic. But he's been a nightmare so far, especially in the outfield. But today he has a home run.
Don't care.
And today he made a hell of a play to catch a fly ball in right field.
Don't care. Because I would die on that fucking hill that last year we did not lose any games because of right field. 0 games lost because of right field. And everybody's justification was, he's a defensive upgrade. They ignored that his chase rate is worse than Nick's. It still is. It is still awful. Nick has had less appearances at the plate before tonight and had more hits than him. So it's this, to your point with Topper should have went. Hands down.
Topper should have won. And then before Topper should have gone, Kevin Long should have gone.
Oh, we've been saying that since 2022. So
yeah, like every single year, your players, your main players, they may not be listening to you. And if that's the case, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
But your young players who were listening to you, one of them, Bryson Stott, regressed tremendously. Yeah. And he had to go to an outside, basically, hitter to refine his swing. So what does that say about you?
Yeah.
And you brought him in to what? Bring over Turner? Fantastic. Thanks. Appreciate that.
What is Turner going to learn from you at this point that he hadn't already learned?
What is Turner giving you more than...
And not to mention, Turner started off terribly in this city when he got under Kevin Long.
Yeah.
So I don't get the point of a hitting coach unless he's working with younger people, and since our team's all above the age of 40, you're not going to teach Kyle Schwarber or Bryce Harper anything that nobody else in the league could just come up and say, hey, I noticed that like lately you've just been kind of dipping a bit. Anyone can tell him that, and that's all he's got to be providing. Because now, like, the only person he would be coaching would be Crawford when it comes to people on the team, and maybe giving Garcia, if he's talking to Garcia and we're getting this production out of Garcia, that's further proof that that man should not be here.
And it's exactly what I was about to say, is that Garcia had a terrible chase rate before he came over here, and Kevin Long has not helped one player with the chase rate.
Yeah.
So he's hurt them.
And I'll concede the fact that Nick Castellanos was not the answer for the outfield problems. I mean, you and I, we've been having this joke go back and forth tracker of all the outfielders we've had in the last 5 years. And Andrew McCutchen, who is legitimately 40, is the only one who was worth a damn this opening weekend against us in our ballpark, which he knows how to hit. So why the fuck didn't we go and sign him?
It's the reason why he knows how to hit now is because he's away from Kevin Long.
Yeah. So, like, at that point, too, like, I get why he wouldn't go with Kutch because he is on the back end of it. But I wouldn't care if your platoon was Kemp and Kutch in left field and Brandon Marsh was constantly playing right.
Oh, there's another thing right there, Kemp. Like, you're trying to shove another square peg in a round hole. Like, it just doesn't work. He's a third baseman or a first baseman at best. And you keep on trying to do this and shove these players where they don't belong.
Which is a shame because, like, we have like this infield clog of players right now, all because of Bryce. I'm going to consistently die on that hill. He fucked up our drafting, our off seasons by going to first and clogging up that space. Because now you have no flexibility because you signed him, Turner, and Schwarber to these contracts that take you into 2040, and you have no wiggle room.
And he may be clogging up the lineup too.
Yeah,
because he was batting second for WBC.
Yeah.
No issues. Did pretty damn well, too.
Who, Harper?
Yeah.
No, he had one hit. He had that one hit. He had that spectacular hit when the rest of the team faltered. But he's playing as much ass as he is now. Like, do you want to make a statement like you've made with every other person on this team? Drop him to 7th or 8th. He's not the megastar anymore. He's not elite. Drop him to 7th or 8th. You did it to everybody else. Turner was batting 8th.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, absolutely. And there's clearly something going on because they put out a video today of Schwarber getting reps at first base. So they're trying to, I guess, give Harper more time off, and he's going to be the DH instead. But well, what does that do? Like
nothing. Well, you got a DH is batting what, 0?
You gotta be able to get him back to eating meat again. Like stop doing these weird fucking massages and goddamn Aaron Rodgers retreats to the middle of nowhere and Kawasaga or whatever the hell it's called.
I truly don't understand what's up with him. But like the fall of Bryce Harper in the last couple, I would say 2 years. Like,
and what do we have left? 5 years still?
I think.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I still love him here.
No.
I still love him here, and I still enjoy seeing him play. And to me, it's must watch. Like, because at any point he can hit it out, like he did in WBC. So
one out of what, 30 at bats.
At any point he can do that is what I mean. And
I don't need at any point. I need consistency because these bats coming at any point. He hasn't done anything great since last September for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, my brother just said there was a big moment for Harper. Let's see what happens. And then he said, never mind, bailed out. He reached on an error. Kyle Schwarber to second, Trey Turner to third, Justin Crawford scored. So he probably struck out.
He's just... I have always had a minor chip on my shoulder because he never went back to right field. You signed this mega star right fielder to go play right field.
I don't think his arm can handle right field anymore.
Put him in left.
Well, I don't think it can handle anything.
Well, nobody we put out there has been able to handle it. So what's the difference? Go find a better first baseman. We could have got Pete Alonso. We could have moved Bohm over and got a better third baseman. You can make room for your boy Aiden Miller by moving Bohm over. Like it's his lack of flexibility is just aggravating.
We can't talk about Aiden Miller, dude.
Oh, well, back problems or whatever the hell he had. But before that all happened, we have no flexibility on our infield. You have Trey Turner, JT, Schwarber, and Bryce. Those spots are locked. So you're going to have flexibility with Bohm and Stott, who currently are our productive people. And like to me, they're not coming back. Like Bohm's not back here in 2027 if there's a season. They're going to let him walk.
Without a doubt. And it's going to be Aiden Miller time.
Yeah, who hasn't played yet?
Who has not played yet because he's still injured from a phantom back injury that has bothered him all year last year and apparently still bother him this year. So
another Marchand. Another Marchand.
Yeah, that's not a great sign at all. But you're putting all those eggs in that basket. Yeah. Shout out to the Easter Bunny.
But you're 100% right. Like we have endless flexibility in the outfield because they all suck. Like you could pretty much, except for Crawford right now, and let's just hope he stays consistent. Like let's not hope this is just an adrenaline rush.
He's not going to. So don't think he's going to. You gotta.
He'll be consistently the best one out there.
Yeah, but he's gonna be. It's gonna be I don't want to say a rough year, but it's gonna be a rookie year. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's going to be a Rookie of the Year nomination. Like I don't, but I think he'll do well. I just don't think it's going to be some Jackson Chorio kind of bullshit that goes on a 30-game hitting streak. And
yeah, I mean, but you're at a point right now where the only thing we can do as a team going forward is the outfield. Can't do anything with starting pitchers. We're locked into them for 3 to 4 years too. Or well, 5 to 6 with Sánchez, Nolan, Luzardo. Wheeler's going to retire probably next year because if they don't play, I think that's his last year.
Hopefully Walker retires.
Hopefully they just take him out back and hit him with his food truck. I tell you what, I am so glad. I feel bad for Tyler, the other Jersey Phanatic. I'm so glad I renew my goddamn season pass because if I would have went to that game last night, where they consistently give Taijuan Walker to the partial season A pass for some reason. It's like they consult with Topper of like, hey, we're going to pick the games for partial season A. When's Walker pitching? Great. We'll give them those games.
It's amazing that you guys get all of those games.
And you can't sell them. You fucking can't. Like, you may have been able to sell last night because of how he played in spring training in WBC and the hope of like, hey, he can't be as fucking bad as he was last year. No, he proved that he could be worse.
Yeah, especially like people had high hopes for him because of how he pitched in WBC and the spring training. Well, I don't want to say, you know what I mean, not high hopes, but
he'd be an okay fifth starter. And now it's like I wouldn't even let him on the Iron Pigs. Don't fuck up their season. It's
Oh, look. So CJ Abrams just scored on a throwing error by Garcia.
Thank you. How many games were cost because of Nick Castellanos in right field? And what's Garcia's doing? Just rolling around out there in the sunlight, just fucking getting a tan and enjoying his new shades, smelling some cheesesteaks instead of whatever the fuck they cook in Rangers Park.
Yeah, and that sent. It looks like it sent Painter off.
Oh, fantastic! So you're making our fucking bright hope of the future look bad because you can't throw a ball anymore.
He pitched 5 1/3 and then gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 8 Ks, 1 walk.
Okay, so if you haven't caught on as you're listening, we're recording during the Nationals game on Tuesday. Who's winning right now? Is it us?
Yes, we're winning 3-1 now.
Okay, but a run was cost because of Mr. Garcia. That's what you're saying. Yep. All right, fantastic. Let's hear all those Castellanos haters come back out again. How many runs does he cost the Padres? 0. How many runs did he cost us? 0. I want you to point out a fucking game last year where he cost us a run.
It's pretty amazing. Like you just mentioned very shortly that he lost the ball in the sun. I know he's just trying to figure out our stadium. He doesn't really know it. But like, dude, you've been a baseball player for how many years of your life, and you know how to catch a ball in sunlight.
Yeah. I don't even know how you defend that. Like, I'll give, like, there is some benefit of the doubt. Like, I hate that both those games were at 4:05. Like, opening day shouldn't have had a later start time than opening night when it comes to the Phillies. It's the stupid shadow shit happened. I watched it as it come across the field on both those games. It's like these. I get it. You were sold to us as a defensive upgrade, and now you have 2 errors in 5 games.
Yeah, it's not great.
You probably have the lowest WAR of the outfield to date.
All those stupid stats.
Yeah, all those ones that all you fuckers got on your high horse about Nick, who was consistent in the playoffs. Because as far as I can tell right now, we ain't gonna. We're playing like we're playing against the goddamn Dodgers when it comes to hitting. Like, we have not done anything to improve.
No, and dude, we lost yesterday to a pitcher who hasn't pitched in the majors in 3 years. Mm-hmm. He was out in the Korean League. So he was out there for 3 years, and he came back. Like Tyler said, he had a really good ERA last year, but it's still the Korean League.
Yeah.
And it's not against the caliber of players that we have over here. So they may be good and everything over there. That's fantastic, but there's no Judge. There's no Ohtani. There's no
Schwarber. Schwarber was a decent hitter last year.
Yeah. There's no Jose Ramirez. There's none of that. And like, for him to come out and basically look like a Cy Young yesterday, everyone knew that was coming.
Every goddamn pitcher after opening day we made look like a stud.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's at least 2 of them that should not have.
And then
Mackenzie Gore's had our number for the last couple of years, so I get that game. But
like, I don't know. Who did the Rangers go out?
Gore was Sunday. I don't remember who they had pitch Saturday. Evaldi was opening day. and you beat up on the veteran. Okay, you probably beat up on him because everybody's seen Eovaldi 100 times since he's been pitching since, dinosaurs.
Yeah, on Saturday, that's when we basically were getting no hit until like the 8th inning.
Yeah.
And that's when we scored the 4 runs to tie it up. But we still lost in the, what's going to call it?
The Kutch. The Kutch.
Yeah.
Kutch proved he could play at Citizens Bank Park. And I would have taken 82 games of Citizens Bank Park Kutch over fucking falls over in the sun Garcia.
But I'm just curious. So Leiter won against the Orioles yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see. DeGrom is pitching today, and he gave up 3 runs. I don't think we saw DeGrom.
No, he was supposed to pitch Saturday against Nola, but he got scratched because he woke up with a sore neck. I think DeGrom's on the end of his run.
Oh, absolutely.
The stiff neck was just an excuse because he wasn't ready.
So I was trying to see if they had like how their pitcher that went against us did against another team, and
that's tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Which is Eovaldi, and we beat up on him, so you're not going to get a real good sense until their Wednesday or their Friday-Saturday game. Yeah. But it's the thing we were worried about in the offseason, the thing that we complained about in the postseason. It's starting off that way. The only saving grace is if there's anything remotely that this is like the 2022 season, we're going to be in for a ride. We're going to be miserable most of it, but the back end of it's going to be pretty nice. And Don Mattingly will be the coach by June 4th.
You hope so. And it was nice to see good old Thompson get thrown out yesterday, but the only reason why he got thrown out yesterday was because he argued a replay. And you're not allowed to argue a replay. He did the most Canadian thing ever, and he found a loophole to getting thrown out. And he was still nice. We probably asked him what they're going to get for dinner later after the game. Like that was probably what he was saying. He probably wasn't yelling about the terrible play because whoever's seen that ever happen in baseball. But it happened to us, and we get to be the breakdown of everyone's video.
I do think it's crazy that, I know that because there was a replay involved, him just stepping out of the dugout was almost like the immediate ejection.
Yeah,
but he was not challenging that. He knew the guy was out at first. He was not challenging that. He was challenging the fact that the guy at third had full intent of going home because he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, your third base coach is waving him to home, and he may have given up on the play, but he was still halfway to 3/4 to home when he gave up, and he was tagged out. So, it didn't make sense to me. But either way, he got thrown out. Didn't matter
because it was 13-2 or whatever the fuck the score was.
Yeah, it was already 8-0 at that point. So. Thanks. Here, Don Mattingly, get me out of this hole. And he comes out. He's like, I don't know what to do, man. You fucked me over pretty good here.
Imagine being Don Mattingly. First, getting he got the loudest pop when it came to opening day introductions. They went absolutely ape shit for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was definite. I don't think Schwarber, Harper, or even Wheeler got nearly the Don Mattingly pop. We're gonna call it the Don pop. Just imagine watching the beginning of this season of a team that has been consistently ranked third in winning the World Series every year. Granted, they're at 9th now, but just imagine my son's telling me there's great things going on in this organization. Let me leave the team that he was on the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah.
Let me leave a team that was in the World Series last year, and go to this team that hasn't been able to get back to the World Series with the same people.
Because he's taking us back this year.
With what? I can't the same thing with Girardi. Yeah. It wasn't Girardi's fault that the players sucked. And here, all of a sudden, they changed up Topper, and they're like, oh, well, it's because Topper's in charge now. As far as I can tell, Topper doesn't do anything except hold up the goddamn fence. And get thrown out when he knows that, hey, I can get thrown out here, but it's not really a bad throw out because it's just automatic. I went up there and fought the fight.
Like his lineups and everything are just so bad.
So like it just equates to like the world in general. I can't stand listening to Trump talk anymore. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Just shut the hell up. I'm just tired of hearing him. That's how I feel with Topper. Ugh. There is nothing you say in any of these press conferences that, A, I believe you. Because you keep telling me everything's fine. It's not.
Yeah,
I saw good stuff out of Taiwan. Fuck off, man.
Yeah, like, dude, anybody that watched that, he gave up 8 fucking runs in 2 innings. Like, that's not good stuff.
Show a little bit of like, he's really making this tough for me. Like, just not like, that's my boy. He's fantastic. He makes a great taco.
I think there's a difference between being a player's coach and just lying your ass off.
Yeah, like I don't want who's it? Aaron Boone that runs the Yankees.
Yeah.
Who comes out like every press conference like, fuck these guys. They fucking suck. Like that's why they didn't fucking win. I don't need that. I just need to be like have an honest conversation with the press of like, look, Taiwan, he's on the back end. He didn't have a great day, and we're looking forward to Wheeler coming back so we can put him in the bullpen. And he's A for effort, B for being like a great team player, but you are not a starting pitcher anymore. You're barely a bullpen pitcher, and you're only around because of your goddamn contract, which apparently doesn't matter for other players. Just matters for you for some reason, because maybe you caught a picture of someone sucking someone's dick. But like all of a sudden, your contract can't be cut, which is less than the other contract you let walk.
Well, it's absolutely amazing to see it truly play out, because
he just needs to stop lying. Like, just show some emotion. You can't be Canadian nice every time.
You can't. Like, he can't really believe that shit, right?
He's got to be aggravated because he's got to know his ass is in the hot seat. You got a drunk John Middleton out there fucking pissing and moaning about a clock. You don't think he's just going to keep drinking and be like, nah, fuck Topper. I don't care. Cut his contract. You let Castellanos walk away with $19 million or whatever to just go play on the Padres and probably be able to drink beer there on their bench. Doesn't give a fuck. You're going to tell me that this, like, fuck Harry Callis, get rid of that damn clock, put more advertisements as many places as you possibly can. John Middleton's not going to be like, all right, get rid of Topper. Replace him with a billboard. Just give me a cardboard cutout of, like, the Wonder Bread Man. Let's do it.
A little tasty cake crimpet.
Yeah, got the crimpet over there. Get spicy. Get those, like, peanut butter candy cakes. Screw it. Just do it.
But it's just, I don't want to say I had high hopes, but I really believed for some reason that this year was going to be different.
You fool.
I know, so much so.
And the crazy thing is, you go back and listen to our episodes, we've justified why it wasn't going to be, it was going to be different in the wrong ways.
Oh, I know. And, like, I was saying one thing, and in my head, I'm like, oh, it's going to be so good this year. Like, I feel it. Like, this is getting rid of Casty maybe could bring some good energy somehow. Like, maybe the players really did hate him, and Garcia is going to be the great upgrade. Like, this is going to be so great. And it has.
Absolutely not. All of that is just bullshit. You're fucking president of operations comes out and calls your franchise player not elite, so there's already tension there. You let $20 million walk out the door, no strings attached. You didn't get anything for it. You tipped your hand on that because you're a bad fucking negotiator. You might as well run the United States of America. Fuck it. You got the credentials. Just make bad fucking deals nonstop. Then you're going to sit there and go and sign a guy who goes, we're just hoping for a bounce back season. Oh, yeah, because that's worked the last 3 seasons that you've signed people with bounce-back seasons. One of them's currently suspended, can't play till fucking August. So, yeah, he was juicing on your team and couldn't fucking play. Then your other problem is you won't get rid of the guy that needs to get rid of, who has legitimately lost you games. Like, You trotted him out for 8 consecutive fucking losses that one year and went, oh, I'm seeing good stuff. Great stuff, It could have been a worse loss, I guess, but still a loss.
He touched 94 miles an hour. Congratulations. He's not hitting the zone.
Yeah, I like his new haircut. I thought that brought a nice little vibe to the clubhouse, especially after the Garrett news, who's back in the organization. Can't get rid of him either. It's like, just you.
Why are you mentioning that he's throwing 94 miles an hour when he can't throw a strike? And he's throwing strikes, but they're right down the middle. They're right down the middle.
As a Canadian, what else can you find nice to say about his play? That's got to test the limits of Canadian niceness to go out there and hey, go watch a Taijuan Walker game that you're gonna have to watch it from the clubhouse because you got thrown out because you don't know the rule book, and then watch it on that little TV in the clubhouse in your little manager's office that is going to get moved by the boiler room because you fucking suck, and then just come out into the press conference and say nice things about him. Take notes of every little nice thing he did. And it's well, he threw over 90. He didn't trip coming out of the dugout. I happen to like his warm-up music. It's, I can understand the lyrics or whatever the fuck the case may be.
And he knows how to tie a great shoe.
Yeah, he smacks a player's ass so well when they come back into the dugout. We can't lose that. How do you think Sánchez won his opening day start? He got the greatest ass tap from Taijuan Walker as he came in after those innings. We'll ignore the fact that Taijuan's trying to steal some of his talent by tapping him on the ass. But he just taps it so well that I can't get rid of that. Have you ever been greeted by a Walmart greeter who is just miserable? We don't have that in our clubhouse. We have Taijuan. He will greet you so casually as you're coming, hey guys, I know it's 13-2. I know I did it. But hey, I'm glad you're here today. We'll make it to, games in September. Don't know if we're going to play in October. Not if I'm going to keep being the starting pitcher. So it's just, it's frustrating. The frustrating part is I could have accepted this team if we weren't consistently told how much better we were.
And you're completely right that every step of the way there has been an issue. And I've known that it's going to be a nightmare, and I just kept telling myself, it's going to be okay.
No, I
do fine.
have been saying that, my campaign, and there's a shirt on our website you could buy, Justice for Casty. Fuck that. We need justice now. He got out. He was fucking pardoned and allowed to leave to go enjoy better weather in San Diego with a team that, has a manager that'll do, and a president of operations that'll do whatever it takes to make it look like you're doing something. You might not do anything, but the moves he makes really keeps you engaged of they might. Whereas Argos, I like that 40-year-old. Let's keep him until he's 50.
And they're filing bankruptcy and still paying players out there.
How does a team that's consistently on the brink of bankruptcy every goddamn year make the biggest contract signings? And we got a guy arguing about Harry the K's and Ghost energy drink with the fan base.
Yeah, and a clock.
And a clock
sponsored by Sherwin-Williams.
And the crazy thing is, I thoroughly agree with him on the clock. No kid can read that kind of clock these days. I could barely read that clock. I'm not looking at that clock for the time. I'm looking at my phone. So if you want to get rid of the clock, fine. But for whatever reason, just because he said he wants to get rid of the clock, and because of what he did in the offseason, or not him personally, but what his staff did in the offseason, fuck you. Any changes you make, we're gonna ride you into the ground, dude. You can put Harry the K's back, but the fact that Harry the K's was gone for 5 days, fuck you. Just fuck you.
I read that clock constantly.
Bullshit. Was it even set? I have a clock like that in the basement that's been on 2 p.m. for the last 10 years.
No, I'm not even joking. I looked at that clock all the time.
So it's so bad for me. I forgot there was a clock out there. When I read the article of fans upset that the clock's not coming back, I'm like, what fucking clock? And I looked it up and I went, that's a fucking clock? So how many of you people going to watch this game are just looking at a fucking clock and it's in the opposite direction of the game? And we have people.
I know. It was in center field. I know.
So you're staring at that clock the whole time and not the game? We're not hitting enough home runs that way. So it's not like.
I always looked at it to see what time it was, to see if it truly did move.
That's fair. If that's the game you're playing, all aboard on that game of like, hey, I keep coming to 7 o'clock games and maybe I keep looking at the same time, but that clock never moves. That would be me. But even the Harry the Case thing getting changed, had not one enraged fan mentioned it, I would have never noticed. Because I don't look at that type of shit.
I can tell you, I'm 100% agree with you. If they never would have taken a picture, if they never would have mentioned it, I would have never realized that it changed from Harry the Case to Ghost.
This fan base is just so mad at what you did in the offseason. They're like you said, they're pissing and moaning about the numbers being vertical instead of horizontal. They're pissing and moaning over the clock. They're pissing like anything he could fucking give all that money he earns from those sponsors to a charity that somebody cares about, like the Dace-tacular Game-a-thon that's happening April 10th to the 12th. And the fan base would despise him because
100%.
We are what 2-3 right now, or assuming we're going to be 2-3.
That's a big assumption, but
or 1-4. Like we're not above 500 in the first 5 games. We'll put it that way. His underlings have given him bad PR. I don't even truly blame him because everything he says makes it sound like, look, let's spend money. The Bo Bichette thing, who knows how real that was, but the fact that he went, all right, let's entertain it.
It's 3-2, just a heads up. And there's a man on second
for them.
2 outs.
For them.
Yep. Yeah, they just scored.
Who's pitching? Now that Painter's out.
Tanner Banks.
So let's look forward to the series coming out. They're going to have one more game against the Nationals, the afternoon game with Sánchez pitching, and then they're on the road. They have they're in Colorado and then they're in San Francisco. Like they're getting the West Coast stuff out of the way quick.
But then they come back and play the Diamondbacks instead of just staying over there and playing the Diamondbacks there.
It's a weird schedule. It's very hard to be optimistic about the going. Well, it's good to be optimistic because I think San Francisco somehow had a worse start than us. And Colorado's Colorado. Do you think they get some of their mojo back on the road? Because
San Fran had probably a worse start than us because of their new coach is basically calling out the players already. And he's a college coach. So, like, they immediately jumped from him playing college and winning all these championships in college. Like, yeah, dude, you can do it in professionals, no worries. And, like, his first press conference, he called out his players. You can't do that.
I appreciate that. I'm going to be a Giants fan. Go over there. I think I'm born for the West Coast team.
Like, but you just said it hasn't worked for Aaron Boone. You can't do that now either.
Aaron Boone is his own unique, like the fact that I know his name. Like you have definitely stood out from all the other managers because his press conferences get wild. He just gets pissed off at like the dumbest shit. We put Powerade out here this week. Fuck you. I want a Gatorade. Aaron Judge is the worst.
He's somehow a manager that everyone hates as well, and they keep bringing him back no matter what. Like you can ask any Yankee fan out there if they like Aaron Boone, and every single one says no, that they wish he would have been fired 2 years ago too.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Thompson. I will not call him Topper. Thompson. Like he's just.
I'm going to call him Kensington Rob. So until he gets out of this gutter, I ain't getting no respect from me. So what do you think we're going to do on the road? I think we split it.
Oh, you get swept?
Yeah. It's going to be so weird watching the Nationals take the NL East.
Dude, Marlins have the best record right
now. Well, they didn't get to play us yet, so
yeah, they're going to kick our ass.
I'm going to hope they split it.
See, like that's not fair, man. The Marlins are playing the White Sox. Like that's not fair.
Well, yeah, I got a friend. We have a lot of friends that are Mets fans, and they the one from the UK was riding me a bit of like, oh, not all of us can win our opening series. I'm like, not all of us get to play the fucking Pirates and have Paul Skeens fall on his face.
Well,
by the time we get the Pirates, Paul Skeens will be back to Cy Young form. We'll be screwed.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, though, the Braves are losing to the Athletics.
As they should. That team is just riddled with fucking injuries. Like, the only team that should be better than us are the Mets on paper.
Yeah,
because
and every team is better than us currently. They're all 3-1 except for us.
Yeah. So, final thoughts here on the show. We'll be back every week. I hope we have a better show next week. I'm like, yeah, we won 6-0. It's not going to happen.
Listen, my final thought is that I'm 100% on board on Thompson watch. That
like how people watch for Amy Winehouse to die?
Yeah, like I'm on Thompson watch.
It's Kensington Rob. Get it right.
Well, I mean, all he does is stand in the dugout, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
he just slouches in the dugout.
You're curious if he's alive or not. Like, what is he on?
It found out that he was alive yesterday, but I think it was just because he needed to go take a nap. And he just was like, you know what? I know you get thrown out, and this fucking game sucks, so let me just go. Let me get out of here. Like, I'm done. I'm done today.
I'll have an easier time lying at the press conference if I don't actually have to watch Taiwan.
Did you see that game tonight, Thompson?
Oh, he's fantastic.
He pitched really well. Like, what?
Leaker report the next day. Topper actually caught watching a spring training game, thinking it was the real game. I don't see what he did. He pitched better than Sánchez. What game were you guys watching?
Thompson was actually watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, Kensington Rob, you fool. But yeah, we'll be back next week to talk about the road trip of San Francisco and the San Francisco and the Colorado Rockies. If they lose, Mr. Perezzo, go ahead.
How are the Rockies doing? Have you looked?
It's probably better than us, because Chris Bryant can't play.
The Rockies are 1-3. They're currently in third place, though. Their whole division is 1-3, besides the Dodgers being 3-1.
Oh, so we'd be on par. Oh, with Dodgers in that division. Well, so we're on par with the Rockies as of right now. Potentially going to be worse than the Rockies.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
I got nothing besides being miserable. Watching my sports teams.
And you'll get to hear it every week.
Every single week. Until Thompson's fired, then it's sunshine and rainbows.
Kensington Rob, your days are numbered. You heard me allude to it a little bit. The Game-a-thon is on the horizon. It's next week. Tonight, our guest streamer event starts with Healing with Duct Tape and a guest streamer every night going forward. So my streams are done for a bit. Their streams are rocking and rolling. Check them out. Day 2 at Adventureland. Come out if you're in the area, Gloucester County.
What time do the guest streams start?
Healing with Duct Tape is going to start tonight at 8:30 Eastern. The other ones, go find their Facebook event. They're supposed to update it for me when they're going to start. But you should go follow their page on Twitch so you'll be notified when they do. If you can find Mokes, let me know. Anyway, the Game-a-thon is next weekend, April 10th to the 12th. 10th and the 12th will be at the Basement live. Well, all 3 days will be live on twitch.tv/Basement Protocol. Saturday will be at Adventureland store from 12 to 9. And we're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 and tickets to see this abysmal team. The benefit of that date is it's the ALS night where you can get a $35 bag, and you could potentially get a Bryce Harper autograph in one of those bags because they're way overpriced for the way he produces. So That's the only saving grace of the tickets we're going to give you. I'll be there. Don't come and find me. I probably won't be there past the 4th inning. I'll get a couple grab bags, get really mad that I got Marshawn, and then just leave. Other than that, new streams coming after the Game-a-thon. I got to pick new games. Just finished Resident Evil 9. Pretty much wrapped up Kingdom Hearts. And Pocopia is just going to get peppered in there when I get bored and have a free night. But yeah, Game-a-thon's the big thing. This is back every Wednesday. And For Real Convos, we picked the movies, but we haven't recorded yet. We'll see what happens there. That's good, right? That's going to do it for us this week on the Jersey Phanatics. I've been Chris the Dace Man Dace. He's been Erik Barezzo.
Bye. Remember,
basement dwellers, stick to the protocol. And Mr. Barezzo, if you're feeling it, ring that bell.
Ding, ding, ding. Fuck you, Thompson.
We'll see you next time.